He gave it to murder granny Hillary Clinton. Take a listen. So Hillary Clinton gets the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which, if that award and honor was directly correlated to being one of the worst human beings on the planet, it would make so much sense. But that's not what it is or what it's supposed to be. And it's definitely a huge slap in the face to the American people, because you've got this big honor being given by the President of the United States, which used to be a position that was respected by all. Now it's not. I get that. But you're giving it to someone who's got a freaking list of people that have been murdered longer than fill in the blank with whatever analogy you want to use. Someone who just is so disconnected from the everyday American. But if that wasn't bad enough, you're like, that's terrible. You're right, it is. But you know what's worse? Next up, he essentially gave the award to Satan himself. Here he was giving the award, which was accepted by his son, Alex, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, to George Soros.
Accepting on behalf of George Soros is Alex Soros. The Presidential Medal of Freedom is awarded to George Soros.
Again, I will remind you, I've said it multiple times in the last several minutes, this is the highest award a civilian can earn in the United States. This is like, and I'm not trying to draw a direct comparison, but in terms of prestige, for a civilian, this is like winning the Medal of Honor. And Joe Biden gave it to Hillary Clinton, and then George Soros, who's perhaps one of our biggest enemies and supervillains on the planet. So he spends billions upon billions actively trying to destroy the United States and our culture and our communities and who we are and what our values and principles are. I mean, it's astonishing. And you see Hillary looking over all happy because, of course, she's in bed with the Soros family, as are most politicians, particularly those on the left, but not exclusively to the left. But man, I wasn't shocked to see a Biden give a Clinton this prestigious honor. But when I first saw this clip and I saw Alex walk out, I'm like, what the hell is he doing there? And then I hear that they're giving it to his father, George. I about fell out of my chair. Like, what? This is such an obvious FU to the American people to give George Soros the Presidential Medal of Freedom or anything. The only thing that would make it right is taking George Soros and saying you are never welcome in this country and or locking him up. I can think of some other things, but I won't say them. But to give someone that honor, I think it's a huge, bold FU, slap in the face, kick in the nuts, whatever you want to say to the American people, because certainly there are people out there that are deserving of what this medal is supposed to be for. People who are supposed to earn things, but since we're not a merit-based society anymore, it's just a good old boys club, it actually makes perfect sense.